What up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, joined alongside Ringwalk Danny, and we're here to discuss a lot of Deontay Wilder and a bunch of other heavyweights. Not to say the other heavyweights, but just a lot of Wilder. He's been talking a lot, and I guess the most sensational quote would be...
Would it be?
The winner is whoever cheats the hardest. And I'm paraphrasing that. But I'm going to get it and play it. Also, he said Joshua doesn't want to fight him. And he also said Andy Ruiz ain't got enough to beat him. So Wilder's been talking a lot. And we also have to discuss Anthony Joshua, who's obviously on the butt end of one of Wilder jokes. His fight being finalized for April 1st, which is not a fool. This is not a joke. He's fighting April 1st on April Fool's Day versus Jermaine Franklin. So boxing got it right. A lot of us thought Jermaine Franklin beat and deserved the win over Dillian White. Dillian White and Franklin, you know, the winner of that fight was in the running to face AJ. And luckily, boxing got it right. Franklin gets his dance with AJ. And we have to discuss how does he do? Was it a good choice of Anthony Joshua? And the trainer, you know, he's going to be going in there with Derek James and training in America. You know, same thing with Wilder. There's other quotes that the fight with Wilder and Ruiz is being worked on. And there's a quote from Wilder himself where he says they're just looking for a location. But then he kind of turns and says he hopes Andy takes the fight. So I don't know how well those negotiations are going. We do know that Andy Ruiz was also offered another IBF order to face Hrgović in an eliminator. Kind of the same situation he was ordered by the WBC to face Wilder in an eliminator. You know, industry insiders and fighters believe that Andy will not face Hrgović because Hrgović is high risk, low reward, where Wilder is high risk,
high reward,
with a high reward.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I don't expect Andy to go outside of the PBC fighter and Deontay Wilder. I think that he'll step in there with the former WBC heavyweight champ, and it'll be a fan-friendly fight. You know, they need to find a venue pretty soon, though, champ, because we're going to start to get some big fights, but it might be to the point where everybody only fights like once this year.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're running out of time as well, right? When you think of Wilder Ruiz, we always envision that fight taking over Cinco de Mayo. It's like you're a heavyweight, the both of you. One of you are actually Mexican. Floyd Mayweather gave you the green print. A Mexican across from an African American on a Mexican holiday. Boom, big fight. So for those that say, well, you can't take Canelo's date, what's greater than Canelo? Heavyweights. They attract the casual fans.
And I think they still can. I mean, you have to understand. Yo, Canelo
is fighting in the UK.
And he's fighting John Ryder, so not just will his fight be over with by the time he steps into the ring.
But not many are going to be as interested as Andy facing Deontay Wilder.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I'm trying to but neither here nor there. Yes, champ. I'm with you. I think it's the Wilder fight.
I hope it is.
The Wilder-Ruiz fight.
I hope it is.
That's the fight at this point. I mean, because you got to think about it. They're talking about going 3 weeks earlier and Ryan and Tank. So is 3 weeks enough time?
So I was going to say I hope that it is, but I've spoken to some trainers and fighters that believe Andy's team may still lean the Hrgović route, even though reward isn't there. It does give time to get ready for Wilder. Do you believe that still exists in this point in Andy's career?
No, absolutely not.
they're not working towards any one guy. They're looking, the biggest fight is the biggest fight, or what are you? How are you interpreting it?
I think
I don't want to put anything in your mouth. No homo.
I think that he's gonna go in there looking for the biggest fights, the biggest paydays. I mean, these guys barely get one fight a year, so to take a chance for a second fight when, oh man, that is a very unrealistic world, especially on the PBC side of these days, man. So,
well, remember, that's the thing. If you're Andy's team, you take the order from the IBF. That's a matchroom fight. You've done business with them. You know how they do business. You know how that money is. You know how that treatment is. You get a date. Then you go back to the PBC. They haven't used you. You won. You got an eliminator, an interim title, something, you know, and Wilder is there. Where if you stay there, all you got is Wilder and that one fight per year. At least right here, he can possibly get him and Wilder in September if he does Hrgović first, especially if you win. There's no doubt in my mind you can't take. Now, obviously, you're going up against Canelo rematching Bivol. I don't know. As a pure Mexican, what do you think your household would be more interested in? Andy going for the heavyweight? Canelo trying to avenge a loss.
Is it happening in America?
I mean, where'd the last one happen?
Yeah. I'm just saying because, like, that could happen.
Is that the poll? Canelo Bivol rematch in September or Wilder Ruiz?
I don't like the Hrgović fight personally, so I don't think it's gonna happen. I think he goes straight into the Wilder fight.
Again, I gotta refresh your memory. You are remembering the Zhang fight.
I'm remembering a couple fights.
And I don't remember you being as high after the Zhang fight. So you're saying, yeah, Zhang is bigger than Andy, but he's significantly slower. I mean, I think Andy's team is probably like, we could get both these checks. I could get in on this dude. They probably replaying that Eric Molina right hand that landed on Hrgović. And they like, whoa. Then they replaying what Zhang's slow ass was doing. Like, yeah, I think they might be gambling, bro. I don't know. I don't think it's as difficult as you think.
Who said anything about difficult?
Well, I mean, you're saying that why risk the loss? I don't know that the loss is.
I ain't say nothing about risking a loss. I ain't say nothing
so why
about
won't
risk.
they do it? You just said no reward. Like, there is reward in beating a boogeyman.
Who's the boogeyman?
Hrgović is not, because I don't see no line of people who signed up to fight him.
We know who want to fight him, but neither here nor there. You got to understand.
I mean,
champ, Deontay Wilder is the only former world champion. Mm-hmm. He's the only one that's been on pay-per-view. He's the only one that's headlined. He's the only one that will get stopped if walking down the street. He's the only one that has fought, a current world champion. Out of those three, right? Who else? What else? Yeah, bro. I just no interest. No appeal. The Mexicans won't care. Maybe Big Bang in China. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine Andy versus Zhang at the Great Wall of China.
Why would you fight Zhang and not Hrgović? I'm so lost to what's going on.
No, just commercial, just for commercial interest. But imagine the heavyweight showdown taking place at the Great Wall of China, Ness, at one of the wonders of the world. How amazing would that be? Ness,
I don't know, bro.
You don't like that?
I don't know, bro. I think Andy can beat Hrgović.
I think that too.
And I think depending what Matchroom is offering, what date, what location? It's a main event, you know? Can they get Pacheco on undercard? So many things, but definitely something that needs to be considered if they're Andy and his team. Because, bro, no, it's a winnable fight. It's a winnable fight. And again, he's done business with Matchroom. They've treated him well.
I'm not saying they haven't. I just you gotta realize the Wilder fight is bigger, bro. Why
it is?
Why risk?
And you know, listening to you say he's the pay-per-view guy. He's the guy that gets stopped. You're right. You're right. But that's short term. How old is Andy?
Andy's. Bro, he up there.
Cause look at AJ. AJ's going long term. Ain't he taking a Jermaine Franklin? Ain't he changing trend? Like, it's not over. You acting like, oh, you don't take this Wilder fight. It's done. No, he could sidestep, go Hergovich, fight a boogeyman, get some more experience with the taller fighter. But maybe that's not what it is.
Him and AJ are the same age. They're 33.
It's so funny. I was talking to that heavyweight yesterday. Yeah. He sparred Andy. He said Andy could pop.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. He has spent so many years as a professional here in Vegas. Whether it was with Justin Gamber, whether it was with Jorge Capetillo, you know, he has definitely spent his fair share of time here in Vegas.
Yeah, man. So,
Bama Bo says,
I don't know, but should we do a poll? What Bo say?
He said, "Great Wall of China, sign me up." Yeah, I don't think it's a poll, man. I think it's Wilder Ruiz next. And, you know, I think if it's not Wilder Ruiz next, it's probably not going to be something that we really care to see.
So how do we poll that?
You don't.
Should Andy fight?
No. You just put your foot on their necks and you make them make the fight.
What date would you like it for? You think you still
Juneteenth? God damn it. Juneteenth. Let you know.
That's gonna have to be in Houston, though.
It doesn't have to be, no.
I mean, you want to capitalize on both people's fan base.
Is it confirmed that he's fighting? Like, who's people?
Deontay versus Ruiz.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could do that.
That's why you do it in Texas and Houston. What do you mean Atlanta?
Yeah,
what's the demo of Mexicans in Atlanta?
Fuck ton.
Nah, bro. Honestly, like, I ain't never been nowhere like Atlanta. Atlanta is predominantly black. So you need to check those stats. Atlanta might not be the spot. You want to touch both demos, and that's going to be Texas. And if you're going with the Juneteenth, you got to do Houston. You can't do San Antonio Juneteenth.
Why?
Google it. I'm pretty sure it's a Houston thing. It started something that started in Houston.
Oh, all right.
Really? No? Am I wrong?
You got it, champ.
Oh, he's going to make me Google because now he's trying to make me look bad.
Let's see. Yeah. I don't know, champ.
What?
Whatever, bro. Dallas, Vegas. I don't give a fuck. You know? Atlanta. All the same shit to me. I think
Texas.
I think Atlanta, anywhere, Dallas or Houston, even LA or Vegas. Any four of those cities five cities could really host that fight.
Where's Galveston? Isn't that?
It's like the sticks.
But in
Texas.
Well, whatever. When you're wrong, you're wrong. I thought it was Houston. Someone help.
Yeah, what if Saudi comes in with the big bucks?
For what? For Ruiz?
For Wilder Ruiz.
I mean, you keep with this Saudi. I hate that Saudi ever became a player because now every fight got to go to Saudi. It's so it slows everything down. I'm still waiting for Qatar to do Bud and Pacquiao, man. Like, I want real offers.
Do you remember
man.
when there was talks of like Middle Eastern money, and they were gonna have for Fury Klitschko too, and it was gonna be like on a yacht. Only 200.
Yeah.
They were like only 200 people. Only 200 tickets will be made available for purchase, and yeah, obviously that never came to fruition.
Yeah, isn't that a movie, Pound for Pound, Jack? He gonna make me Google it. I'm pretty sure this is a movie. But
a lot of people.
We do have the phone lines open. I see a bunch of callers there. You got to press 1 at least one time. Who is that? I think that's is that James Benitez there? Anybody want to talk on the line? Pressing 1 will get you on fast. Juno. So let's see here.
So where do you realistically think it lands, Nas?
What, Wilder Fury? Vegas or Texas?
Wilder Ruiz.
Wilder, I know, it's crazy. I keep saying Fury.
Yeah.
I guess subconsciously we want that for a fight. We being me, forcing my energy on everyone else.
Word.
Now, Wilder Ruiz has to happen in Las Vegas or Texas. I would say Alabama if you Google and see what's that demo like, because I feel like every time I went to Tuscaloosa, I seen hella Mexicans.
Man, that's
on everything.
I ain't trying to hit that.
What? It's not fair?
Bro, where are they gonna do it at?
The football stadium.
Yeah. Bro, they don't even show him love, bro. Like,
I mean, it's the first for everything.
all right.
Andy beat AJ. He's big. Wilder's big. So he got the right dance partner. It's like you said. What did the owner of the Raiders stadium tell you?
But I don't know.
I'm
just saying that was 9 months ago.
What
bro.
was that?
You know how
That's
much
a Jay-Z line? Is that a Jay-Z line? Somebody said, slick enough to take your words and spit it back at you. That's what I did to him right there. He spoke to the Raiders owner, and the Raiders owner was like, right now ain't no fight big enough to bring a fight to my stadium.
I don't recall. I can't say that I recall.
But he didn't say, but what he didn't say is that the doors is closed, meaning if the fight is big enough, he would, meaning that if Ruiz Wilder is big enough to someone in, Alabama, they would give him a stadium or something. Jerron Wolf in Louisiana, what up?
Yo, what up, man? I'm looking forward to pretty much whoever Wilder fights. I hope it is Ruiz, and just for the record, and I know I say it a lot, but we need to stop sleeping on New Orleans as a destination because it's a good mix of black and Hispanic here, and it's not too far for the people that's going to be coming from Texas. It is also not too far for the people that will be coming from Alabama. And they don't have to fight in the Superdome. They got smoother.
What about the people that's going to be coming from North Dakota, though? What about them?
It's got plenty of room in New Orleans. This is why New Orleans has hosted WrestleMania 3 times.
Wow.
And it's hosted the most Super Bowls. It's got room out here.
Facts, not feelings. Tell them, Jerron.
Bro, how many fights? What the fuck? How many people showed up for the Rougarou? How many people showed up for Champ?
It's because it's Rougarou.
Yeah, it ain't Wilder.
When Ali fought out here, he filled up the Superdome. You telling me Wilder and Ruiz take up?
What year was that? How old were you? What the hell? What is we talking about?
I wasn't even born yet. I don't think.
Okay, so why? Bro, you know that they did 110,000 in Chicago one time? Do you hear me talking about that stupid shit? It happened 100 years ago. Why bring up dumb, irrelevant shit, old shit?
I mean, people bring up Julio Cesar Chavez doing 100 and something in Azteca Stadium.
It's stupid. Let me tell you why.
They bring it up.
Let me tell you why it's stupid.
They bring it up.
The stadium can't even hold, bro.
So now you calling the fighter stupid because John Ryder just brought it up.
No,
John Ryder brought it up.
He's stupid. He's stupid because the stadium can't even hold 100 now. So you talking about 130 when the shit can't even do 100.
Hey, man, 100 is 130.
Let them put in what they can.
You get 100 anywhere, that going to look like 200.
All right, well, you touch your first million, give me 400,000, but you a millionaire. Cause you touched it.
Ain't nobody talking about money.
Exactly. You sound dumb, champ. Sound dumb, but how is 1 equal to what you just say? 130. Like what? How does 100,000 people equal 130?
I mean, if you got 100,000 tickets sold, bro, I mean, what the hell's the difference? At that point, come on, we never had that. We talking about back in the day, like you know what you just called stupid.
Now you discrediting like 30,000.
No,
Who the
I'm
fuck
just
does
saying,
30,000?
I'm just saying, if you could do 100,
has Tank done 30?
I'm just saying,
has Tank
if you could do 100.
Has Tank ever done 30?
No. What's his name? Earl did 48.
But has Tank?
Because they choose not to put him in the right stadium.
I'm just saying, you saying that 30,000 ain't shit. Like everybody does it.
I'm saying,
yet the biggest draw in this country has never done that.
I'm saying that if you got 100, man, you got 130. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Yeah. I think Canelo could do it. He did 70 with Billy Joe. You just got to get the right partner.
He did 100.
You got to get the right dance partner. That's what I'm saying.
He did 100.
With Earl, he'll do 100.
No. He already did. You adding 30, I'm adding 30.
Again.
So he did
that's
100.
Why.
He did 103,000.
So then he did 130 with Earl. Simple. You know what I mean? But if you're on Blog Talk, you do have to press 1 at least one time. Then I'll go to you. So, yeah. Once you do that, we can go to all those wonderful callers on the line. The number to call above our head, 1-425-569-5241. Francisco with the $2 super chat says, so happy for Shadeja Green. Props to Jake Paul. Hands up emoji. Shout out. That was our earlier super chat we missed, and I hate doing that. James Benitez with a super chat, $5, says, I can't believe we've given Inoue all this time off his resume alone. If he was from the States and looked like me, he would not be considered pound for pound. I mean, that's actually what I said. Like, they don't give Andre that same love.
Word.
So the Galveston Giant seems to have been a fighter, Danny.
Who?
Yes. Let me see if this audio is going to play, because sometimes we can't play the audio from
what audio?
Instagram. This, because this is the other part of the show.
Another thing we're going to change about these fighters, about getting this money. Stop getting this money when it's over. You got to pay me after the time the fight is over with. That's what other fighters got to get to, too. Waiting and all that. Because any other business shit, after the job's done, we want your money. We didn't want to wait no month or 2 weeks or 3. We need it now. That's another thing that needs to be changed.
I mean, that's bullshit.
What?
I mean, how many jobs don't do net 30s, net 45s, net 60s? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, when you do a net, it's usually in a contract. You can't just hire me and then tell me after I perform those services that I'm on a net 60, Danny.
I mean, unless
that has to be agreed.
In contract, yeah.
Exact. Obviously, he's not. Obviously, it's not in contract. That's why he's telling you I can't fight and then not be paid on that day.
I mean, if he's saying that the contracts are being broken, then why we ain't heard about it and why they ain't in court?
Okay, so what are you insinuating, that he's lying about this?
I'm just saying. If
no, I need you to tell me
broken,
I need you to tell me what you're saying. Is he lying in your opinion?
I'm asking you, if contracts are being broken, why people ain't going to court over their money?
Because you and I both know that a lot of these PBC fighters, you know, what contracts do they really have? They're loyal to Al, but are you insinuating that he is not being paid 2 months later, or that he knows he's going to be paid 2 months later? I'm lost as to how you're interpreting this, because
I'm just saying, if it was such a problem, I think we would see more action.
You don't think that one of the most highest paid athletes in boxing saying that he needs to change, that the pay scale is being pushed back by 2 months? I'm fucking lost as to why you think this would be a lie. This dude's in the top 1% of being paid in the millions. Like, he made $25 million for fucking Dominic Brazil. Then add up the Fury fights. So you telling me he's lying?
I never say he's lying. I'm just talking to you, and I'm like, why haven't we heard about nothing till now?
But this is now.
Okay, and all right. Cool.
Oh, man. Screen share, fellas. This is the same video
I'm just saying, like, bro, obviously he was making a lot more during the Fury fights. Like, you'd think we would have heard of him, like, during the 3 biggest fights of his life, the 3 biggest purses of his life. I'm like, I ain't heard nothing about it.
I think this is you hearing about it. Those are his last fights, so those are his last paychecks that haven't gotten to him.
See, you're getting too, you feel me, thrown off, champ. Like, I'm just curious. Like, was it because we ain't hit nothing during that time? He took some time off, came back. So I'm wondering, was it for only the recent one, or has it been? I didn't see the full interview.
I don't know. It sounds like
but you get too aggressive,
ongoing.
Too irritable and things like that.
It sounds like it's ongoing. But here's another video, same video from a different person, former Al Haymon fighter.
Now. Another thing we're gonna change about these fighters, getting money.
It's the same video. I just wanted you to hear that. But this caption says, "I've been out the game too long. Who ain't getting paid immediately after the fight?" Where they do that at? So, again, Antonio Tarver was an Al Haymon fighter. I'm pretty sure that his biggest fights was with Al. I know for sure his couple of his last fights was with Al, the Latif Coyote. And,
what network was that during that time? Showtime, right?
Latif Coyote?
Or was that HBO fight?
I want to say Latif Coyote was probably Showtime because I think after that is when he lost that commentating gig because he had tested positive, right?
Who he fight on pay-per-view?
Antonio Tarver?
Yeah.
Maybe Roy Jones? Was that a pay-per-view?
I believe so.
Because he beat Roy, then he got the rematch. He also beat Road Warrior
tonight, Roy.
Yeah, he also beat the Road Warrior, who made a name for himself.
I'm just trying to think, like,
could he been on that level?
Yeah, I mean, I know, like, come on, bro, money trickle in. I'm not saying that you should be getting paid 2 months after, but I wouldn't be surprised if a guy at that level, you getting money after on some pay-per-view. Hey, final count came in. We got all the tickets, all the ticket sales, all the concessions, all the merch, everything came in.
I mean, this makes you think.
I'm not saying 2 months later. But for Antonio, I'm like, damn, like, did he have any money trickling in after? I'm just asking.
So now you questioning whether or not his opinion is valid because he might have not been on that pay-per-view level.
Take it the wrong way, champ. I'm going to just keep my comments to myself. Don't worry about it.
Hey, yo, look at Box Boy Troy, a.k.a. Transformer, telling Antonio Tarver, "I get paid right after the fight, so thank God."
Who?
What you mean, who? Box Boy Troy, man. Shout out Troy Isley.
Oh, they had took it down.
Not to be confused with the singer.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, what about the pay-per-view, though? That count ain't in at the end of the night.
Word.
You're not getting that count till 4 or 5 days later. So.
Yo, which your whole last 2 minutes made me think, like, wow, we good on the screen share. It made me think. Shout out to ES News too. I don't want him crying. It made me think, like, oh shit, Danny.
Word, he be bitching.
Terrence might been right.
About.
What you mean? Transparency. You want me to wait 2 months for you to count pay-per-views and ticket sales? According to Danny's last 2 minutes, he like, yo, trickling in, ticket sales, pay-per-view.
I said 2 months.
And you was like, yo, I'm not saying 2 months, but I can see shit trickling in. And since you ain't give a timeline, we going off Wilder's timeline of, yo, we got to stop this 2 month shit. That being said, you just go back to Terrence, who wanted that transparency, and now you see why, because it's like, damn, bro, you tell me I got to sit around the phone for 2 months to get that back end check?
Yeah, but
not you, him. He's saying 2 months. Man, why you, this dude's defensive today.
Nah, I'm just saying. I don't know what you're asking.
I'm saying it makes sense now with Terrence.
For Terrence to want the transparency.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I mean, even though like everybody's like all the promoters said nobody gives that type of transparency.
Yeah. But that's why you got, guys like Wilder now coming out. And he's not the first. He's not the first. Just probably one of the biggest for sure. But another Deontay Wilder quote is, Andy Ruiz doesn't have enough to beat me. And unfortunately, you know, they're going to hate you more because you ain't just going to ride with your nationality. Because I can't lean to you and be like, yo, is he right? You agree.
Nah, man. I can't, like, write him off.
Okay.
He didn't beat Joshua.
Okay.
And that was an undefeated Joshua. Wilder then already lost 2 times.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? And to one man.
Can he counter that fucking jab or right hand of Wilder?
Now, am I saying I'm betting the house, or I'm betting on Andy, or yeah, I ain't saying that, but I'm definitely not writing him off. I wrote him off against Anthony Joshua the first fight.
Me too.
I'll never forget. You called me, yo. You betting on your boy. I didn't even know who you were referring to, and you know, I told you absolutely not, and you know, the rest is history.
He made history.
Made history for sure.
Let me see. I think this is stainless. I shouldn't need the numbers for that. What up?
Yo, what up? What up? Here I am calling in on the 12 o'clock show now. Man, Danny, I don't usually come at you, man, but I don't care if we talking about 2-3 times ago or the one time. If you fuck up my money, we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Telling me, I'm sorry, it just don't matter to me, man. Like if it's the first time, that's one time too many. So I'm saying, and the fact that Wilder's saying something lets you know that maybe there's a light that's being shined on PBC. We should probably take a look at. I'm still on with my morning conversation since we talking heavyweights, man. I'm sorry, man. I think Franklin might just beat AJ. Now, I know it's a little confusing when I was talking earlier. Like, I know that Franklin didn't win, but, you know what I'm saying, it was a controversial decision. So when you walk away from stuff like that, you have people saying, yeah, champ, I thought you won. You know what I'm saying? It was even some, you know, media saying the same. So when you ride on the momentum like that coming into an AJ fight, you know what I'm saying, like, that's a good momentum for Franklin. And AJ, like, sometimes, man, he just not mentally strong, man. So, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something.
That he'll have to face it.
Do you think AJ is using Derrick James?
You mean Derrick James' name?
No. Is he going to train with Derrick?
You mean as a trainer? I believe that he will, but how much of that is going to translate, you know what I'm saying, when he's in the ring, though?
All right. So with that being said, though, don't you think that Derrick would have given his advice on opponent selection?
Sure, but we all know that it don't matter who your team is. It's just you in that ring. And can Derrick James keep, you know, Anthony Joshua together mentally? Like I said, I like AJ, but I've noticed, you know, in these past few years, especially after that Ruiz sport.
Is it fair for you to question his mentality if he's doing everything that you've asked him to do? From day one, truth be told, you guys just ain't paying attention. He's listened to his fans. Y'all told him he gets tired, so he worked on that. Y'all told him he can't box, so he outboxed Andy. Y'all told him to change trainers, he changed trainers. Y'all told him he need to train in America, now he training in America. Like what? Like why don't y'all like him? He's doing everything you ask of him. Not to mention, he is a 2-time champion, unified.
Well, I'm gonna say again, I do like AJ, but sometimes when you doing it's like Haney, right? Like he ain't got that knockout power. People started giving him shit after the Linares fight, and all of a sudden he kept trying to knock people out, putting them in more danger than he had to. Does it really matter what your fans think when it comes to you getting a W? And if you're too quick to change up, then you're gonna lose, you know, who you are at your base. You know what I'm saying, or who you are at your core. You know what I'm saying, as far as his fighting style. I'm not saying that I think that Derrick James will do anything wrong with AJ, but when I see this guy, man, after the Usyk fight, he throwing belts out the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like I forgot about that. He was tripping. I mean, you know what I'm saying, the Ruiz fight, you know what I'm saying, in the U.S., you know what I'm saying, how they the
But-
rumors about, you know
But
what I'm
hold
saying,
up, but hold up, but hold up.
Like,
Since
these
when?
are real things. That's
But-
I'm not just making
But
this
how
up.
is that? How is that questioning his mentality? He's such a competitor. He fucking got sour. So did Charlo shake Julian Williams' hand? Did he hug his ass?
Nah, I mean-
or did he tell him, get the fuck from around me?
Yo,
That's
but-
the same shit as AJ throwing the belts out the ring.
Yeah, no, it's
Yes,
different,
it is.
bro.
No, it ain't.
Bro, he had
No, it
already
ain't.
left the scene. You know what I'm saying? And then had to come back to do all of that. Like he was,
Yeah, he was tight.
He was disturbed.
He was
and,
upset.
And
He's a competitor.
I wish people
I'm mad I
around him.
lost.
Yeah, I wish people around him would have.
Nah, man.
I don't know.
This is why I don't question his mentality. That's a competitor. That's a motherfucker that's mad that he lost. Y'all tripping.
So you're okay. You're okay with his behavior.
Hey, that's fine.
I was shocked.
Even after Charlo beat J-Rock, and J-Rock tried to say, you know, good fight to Charlo, and he told him, get the fuck out my face. Once Charlo regained his composure, you know what I'm saying, and came down from that adrenaline, he did go over and
Man,
congratulate
get out of
him
here.
for a good
After
fight.
Sam Watson
You know
and
what I'm
fucking
saying?
Brandon got in his
AJ,
ear.
After he lost it, AJ's composure was to grab them belts and throw him out the ring. You know what I'm saying? That's a mental thing right there, man. Like
Nah,
if
man,
you're-
that
if you're
was
down,
that
you
was
gonna
that
take
was
note of
something
that
for
shit, right?
him. Him throwing the belts out the ring was a symbolization of the weight off his shoulder, man. Like, fuck this shit. You know, it's over. The pressure's off me. It's over. It's over. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. Everybody can interpret it differently. I just don't see a dude that we need to question when he's doing everything you ask him to do. He's already two-time. Not everybody's two-time. He could quit right now. He could quit right now. Like you wanna say we gonna question his mentality when he's more rich than 99.9% of the fighters boxing right now. He's two-time right now, not just two-time champion, two-time unified, and he's still choosing to get back in the ring with a new trainer and do it again. That's a competitor. You just don't fucking see that.
He choosing to get out them silk sheets though, Nick. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? That stuff happens with time, man. Like, you lose a couple of fights, that messes with you, right? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he's done.
That messes with you. You know what I'm saying? Your fans start talking different, that messes with you. And it's like, usually as men, you know what I'm saying, we put on a good face, but AJ don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's evident when you look at him after fights, when you read his tweets and shit after fights, when he's doing these interviews, man. Like, I'm not just making this stuff up. Like, the dude did throw the belts out the ring. He did hyperventilate and, you know, was a little nervous before the Ruiz fight that he lost. You know what I'm saying? So for me to question,
hey, man,
you know what I'm saying,
I don't know, bro. Like Danny said, how many people selling 30,000 seats? Tank ain't doing it. So when you fighting in front of 30, man,
I don't know.
It's a little different.
30,000 seats, that's a lot of pressure, man.
Exactly.
When you
Exactly.
80,000, that's a lot more.
Exactly, it's a lot of pressure. So, you know, for you to say, oh, he hyperventilated, I mean, your favorite fighter ain't fighting for the 30.
But it still shows how he reacts under pressure. I don't care if you fight in front of two people. Pressure is pressure.
Why are you taking this stance about how he react? Everybody got a reaction to something. And we all know in this heavyweight division.
That's true.
We all know in this heavyweight division, most of these heavyweights have reacted crazy. Some with lies, some with excuses, some with PEDs. So let's stop. No one is exempt. You acting like we got a perfect heavyweight. Where he at? The one that's got the perfect record is probably the most tainted. Done coke, ballooned in weight, has said things he wish he could retract. Like, what are we talking about? Like, why are we looking for a perfect man in a blue collar sport? These guys are funny, man.
And I'm not looking for a perfect man, but I have to accept truth for what it is. And based on his track history, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying he can't win. I'm just saying, man, if he's not careful, he fuck around and let Franklin beat him, man. That's a real thing to watch out for, especially when
based off what? Based off getting a decision that he really didn't get versus a dude that AJ knocked out. That's what you're basing it off. But I love the banter back and forth.
Yeah. Momentum.
His best
Like
performance is not a win.
You know, I'm from Michigan, so I gotta root for my Michigan fighter anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just doing what I do. Plus, you know what I'm saying, I just like this call, man. I don't think we do talk back and forth like this in a minute, so I'm enjoying it, man. Yeah. But hopefully it's some other people as smart as me who called in. So I'm gonna let you know what I'm saying, rap with those dudes for a minute. So always say, please make sure you push that thumbs up. Share this and every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. If you ain't on Patreon, you stupid. And man, I'll see y'all in Vegas February 25th.
Get it.
All right, champ.
Little
over 30 days out.
Rider of the Storm, $5 super chat says AJ went crazy throwing the belts out. Sorry about that. Throwing the belts out the ring. Maybe he should have said it was the gloves or the water. Fans seem to be okay with excuses. We got a bunch of callers. Next up, James Benitez, what up?
Yo, what's up, Ness? What's up, Danny? You hear me?
Yes, sir.
We hear you. What up, Tim? Talk to us.
What's up? What's up? Hey, man, that last super chat just hit it right on the head, man. A lot of people rather just deal with the bullshit excuses than see somebody actually trying to make change. You hit it right on the head, Ness, man. Like, AJ's out here doing everything he wants, but people would rather prefer their favorite fighter to just go ahead and start making fragrances and R&B songs and not really change shit in their style. Honestly, man, I really hope Ruiz takes the other way, man. I hope he sidesteps and go ahead and go with the Hergovich fight. It's definitely an easier fight, more winnable fight, and it still puts him in a position where he wants to be at the end of the day. Long story short, man, I mean, you know, like this whole show, when I seen this topic and seen that stuff on the news yesterday, I was thinking all this shit was just clickbait, man. You telling me that the only way somebody can touch you up or beat you or whatever is like if they cheat, pretty much the same way that all the other heavyweights cheat. Man, that's some bullshit right there. Nothing was proven. He didn't. I mean, I didn't hear anything about him and Fury in a court.
I don't get why he's putting Usyk. Like, why is he, like, he said cheat the hardest. So, like, when did Usyk cheat or have allegations of cheating?
Ain't never been no allegations regarding Usyk, man. That's how I know it's some bullshit right there. He just salty his feelings, man.
Everyone never no allegations for Bretman Edwards either till it was. You get what I'm saying?
True. That was Jose Sr. kind of said he received something from someone insinuating that.
Oh, man, and people take cocaine to cover up other shit too, man. So we're going to just move on from that shit right now, Jose Benavidez. With that being said, man, long story short, man, you know, when a man really gets in their feelings, man, and they really know they're not good enough no more, they just want to try to play everybody else in the world, man. So I really think that Ruiz could probably fuck him up and beat him. I'm just going to say that right now, and I'm going to stand on that going forward. Also, were you talking about that fight?
You cut out. You cut out. Did you say Ruiz is going to beat Wilder?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I said that, man. You know, we got to take a stance on shit early in this show and got to, you know, so I'm just going to go ahead and live by that, man. I think Ruiz got just enough. He's strong enough. He's more talented enough than some of the people that actually did touch a Wilder in his past. And, I mean, you know, even though he did have a tough fight with Ortiz and shit, man, he could probably still do better than Wilder, man. Better on Wilder, because Wilder's less defensively gifted than Ortiz. Other than that, where the fight should be at, I would love it in Atlanta. There is a Mexican population. Hell, Ness, you know, right down the street from where you was at with the Buckhead Fight Club and shit, the whole north side is full of nothing but Caucasians and Mexicans pretty much, man. So there is a base in Atlanta. And it's easier to fly to than all them other cities you was talking about. So, I mean, I think that would be dope. But for a neutral ground, it would have to be in L.A. or Vegas. Other than that, man, appreciate the show. Appreciate just chopping up with you guys, man. And I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all day. And I'm out.
Word. Appreciate you.
All right, let me get to some other callers. Looks like we got Hawk in Maryland. What up?
Yo, TBV. Yo, Nuss.
What up?
Ain't too much. What up, Danny?
What up, Tim? What up? What up?
Oh, ain't too much. I'm trying to, let me see. First off, I want to talk about the Adrian thing, and I want to get it all down. Okay, we're talking about Anthony. All right, Anthony Joshua, the throwing the belts out the ring. Is that going to make the fans act different later on and all that? No. I've been watching boxing about 45 years. Man, 48 years probably. Anyway, I watched Mike Tyson try to rip Francois Botha's arm off in the ring. He tried to break his arm. Literally, he wasn't boxing. He tried to break his arm. I've seen him bite Evander Holyfield's ear in the ring twice. If that ain't a man losing it, I don't know what it is. But he also got many more fights. He even got a pay-per-view 2 years ago. That's one of the biggest pay-per-views that didn't happen in the last few years. So, no, people won't give up on him. Anthony Joshua has done enough work to he going down in history. He's done enough. So
I'm glad you brought that up, Hawk. I'm glad you brought that up. They won't call that a mental breakdown, biting somebody's ear off. They ain't gonna call that a mental breakdown because that's their hero, Mike Tyson.
Who ain't call that a mental
breakdown? He did it here twice, not just once, twice. He did it twice in that same fight. But on to a question I want to know. Who is Michael Williams? Who is the guy that Adrian Broner is fighting?
Yeah, I know him. We've interviewed him when he was undefeated. He's been on our channel. I actually sent you yesterday's episode that we did from right here at the Wynn Casino so that you can hear. We talked about it yesterday. I sent it to your DMs. We definitely talked about it yesterday. And, he lost to Juan Bowser. Juan Bowser's actually fighting Richardson Hitchens. So, yeah, small world.
Okay. Oh, one other thing. I'm a Wilder fan. I'm a Wilder fan, man. And that last fight when he just clocked dude, knocked him clean out. Yeah, but Andy Ruiz, bro, he's no slouch. I just can't call that fight right now. I just can't say right off that Wilder's going to beat Andy.
Really?
If Andy is in shape and he comes, Andy Ruiz is that dude is bad, man. I don't know why people can't see how good he is. He just wants if he can get his head on straight. So I just can't call it right off the break. But I'd say Wilder catch him. He catch him. He kills other people when he catch him. But Andy Ruiz moves well. He boxes well. He boxes a lot better than people think. He's just out of shape in that Anthony Joshua second fight.
He looking good with his new trainer too. Whoever that dude is got Andy looking like a freaking puncher. Fast as hell. Have you been watching it?
Don't sleep on Andy, man. Don't sleep on Andy. But that's my call. Andy Ruiz, don't sleep on him, bro.
I follow the trainer, but I can't remember his name to go to his Instagram right now. So if somebody remember the new trainer's name, I could put some footage because he posts a lot of footage of Andy. They working for sure. They working on combos. Obviously, everything Andy does is explosive. But based off Hawk's call, I'm like, damn, I got to make a poll. I thought everybody was picking Wilder. And I guess not.
Yeah, I did too.
So I know we're late with the poll, but it is what it is. Better late than never. We still are taking calls. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. LV Slugger, what up?
TBV, fellas, how it sound?
Straight.
You all right?
I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, man, heavyweight boxing, man. You know, the king of this boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely glad we got some boxing talk with the heavyweights. You know, yeah, man, that was a lot of stuff Wilder was putting out there, man, with what he was saying with the Ellie, them Ellie videos. So I mean, I'm just hoping we get the Andy fight. You know, he's saying based on what he's saying is really based off they trying to find a location. I hope they can get the fight done. You know, gotta get these heavyweights back active, man. I think Atlanta is a good spot. You know, I was at the Tank Barrios
It
fight.
ain't sound strange to you that he said they just looking for a location, but then he said he hope Ruiz take the fight?
I think that had to do with him talking about him waiting around 2 months. You know what I'm saying? I think that may be a reason why Andy might be, reconsidering or, thinking about not taking that fight. You know what I'm saying? That was a lot. I wasn't surprised. I was surprised to hear Wilder say something like that, with him having a relationship with Al, and PBC, you know what I'm saying? But, him saying he got to wait around for money and shit like that, that may be a reason why Andy's not, just jumping into that fight right now. They probably tired of waiting around for them back-end checks. So, I mean, it was kind of surprising, but I think Andy Wilder is probably his biggest fight. I don't think Hrgovic Andy is going to get as much publicity as a Wilder, Wilder Andy, with them being two former champions. And we all know what black Mexicans do once they get in the ring,
Do you think Andy could beat Hrgovic?
Yeah, I think Andy could beat Hrgovic. Yeah,
so why not pick up them 2 checks then? That Wilder fight ain't going nowhere.
I think it'll be harder to make.
I don't think that Wilder fight going nowhere, and I don't think nobody fighting Wilder. Andy the only one got the balls.
I think it'll be harder to make.
I think Wilder will get a fight. I think he's a big name to where he'll be able to get a fight regardless.
Who he gonna fight?
Andy,
if he don't fight Andy, who he fighting?
They talking Francis Ngannou. Bring his ass to boxing.
All right, but that's a novelty fight that may or may not happen. I'm talking realistic. If you can't get Andy, who you fighting?
Well, find something over there. I'm trying to think. I can't really think of nothing where I had to really think about it. But
and remember, he a pay-per-view fighter.
Otto.
Nah, man, he a pay-per-view fighter.
That's what I'm saying. Wilder get Otto. Common opponent with Fury. We all know what he did. They get Otto or something like that. It's heavyweights out here. Wilder a big name. Well, it really don't matter the opponent. I think the Hellenius and them numbers had a lot to do with what was going on that day. We had a lot of boxing going on. As long as they put this fight right here on the weekend where there's not a lot of boxing, I feel like he's gonna generate a lot of fans. Everybody want to see the knockout, and that's what Wilder brings. But on the like I said with the Atlanta thing, I think Atlanta is a good spot. I was at the Tank Barrios. Even was predominantly black. It was a good bit of Mexicans in that arena.
Come on, man. So, I was at the Tank Barrios, man. That shit was black out. Every celebrity, everything.
You was in the front, though. I wasn't sitting near the ring.
I was in the front.
In the mid-range.
I was I was ringside.
There was a lot of Mexicans in that arena.
I was ringside. I was also in the tunnel. I was also at the doors when they leaving. Like, I ain't lying, man. I barely seen, and even the Latinos I seen, they was like urban. They came in there fly too, and they, denims and gold chains.
So they don't count.
I'm just saying it's not your typical Barrios fan base. Barrios is more Vida Loca than he is motherfucking Paul Wall.
I think Andy will bring him out. I mean, Barrios wasn't really known at the time. He still was able to get some Mexican. I think Andy's a bigger name with him being a heavyweight. And, him doing what he was able to do to AJ, I think he'll be able to get these more Mexicans to come out, man. So if they do decide to bring
Danny said his house would not watch Wilder Ruiz if Canelo's rematch in Bivol.
Oh, yeah. From the Mexican standpoint, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Canelo being the star he is, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think it'll be smart for them to do that the same weekend.
If they don't do,
after seeing what happened last time.
Do you think Wilder Ruiz is going to happen Cinco de Mayo because they still going against Canelo Rada?
It probably won't happen Cinco de Mayo. They might do it before or a little bit after or something around that time. I don't think they're going to do it the same day as no Canelo Bill. But when Canelo supposed to be fighting John Ryder?
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Which is really the 6th this year.
So, it don't even matter. Yeah, that's not trumping Wilder Ruiz, Canelo Ryder. I thought y'all said Bivol. Now, if Canelo fight Bivol on Cinco de Mayo, then you be talking, but not no Canelo Ryder. We ain't worried about that. Wilder Ruiz. Niggas watching Wilder Ruiz over Canelo Ryder, man.
Yeah, but you need Ruiz fan base too. That's how you do pay-per-view numbers. Why get a good dance partner if you ain't gonna capitalize off his fan base?
Don't capitalize. That's what I'm saying. I feel like the Mexicans gonna sit around and want to watch that Wilder Andy rather than the Canelo Ryder. They're not. Don't nobody know John Ryder like that to be just getting hyped
I
up
don't
for
know.
that fight.
For the
Like I
Canelo
said,
fans, he making history. For the Canelo fans, he making history. It's the first time a Mexicano headlines in Inglaterra. Danny, tell him what that mean to y'all, man. This guy tripping right now.
And first of all, it wasn't Canelo Ryder. It was Canelo. Look, listen. That was never the conversation. Y'all arguing a point that wasn't
I'm arguing that too, though.
So the whole shit was that it was Canelo Bivol in Vegas. Now Wilder and Ruiz, right? So you got the rematch in Vegas, and you trying to put that one up same weekend.
But I think Ryder still, Ryder Canelo still makes an argument because that's the first time Canelo ever fights in the UK, brothers. But it's all good. We agree to disagree.
I just want to finish up real quick. I ain't about to be long, man. I just want to talk about AJ Jermaine Franklin. You know, it's disappointing to hear Wilder say, you know, the AJ fight may never happen. He's scared. You know what I'm saying? I just hope AJ do get with Derek, you know, and get the job done against Jermaine, because I'm not trying to be robbed of a heavyweight fighter.
But don't you think it's unfair, Wilder, to say that? Like, didn't he get his tune-up?
What you mean?
What you mean? He lost twice and got a tune-up with his sparring partner. Why the fuck motherfucking AJ can't lose twice and get a tune-up?
He's saying, absolutely get a tune-up. Yeah, he deserves a tune-up. I think he's basing that off what he's saying, hearing shit from AJ camp. He said he know people in AJ camp from what he be saying, his energy and shit, like he's never going to fight him. I don't think he's basing it off just right now. I think he's saying, from the interview, if you hear what he's saying, he was saying, like, he know people on AJ's side, on his team, and from their energy, they don't sound like he ever want to fight me. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think he's basing it off, not just him fighting next right after not getting no tune-up. I think it's just more of him knowing people in his camp and hearing shit that AJ be saying. So, I mean, like I said, man, I don't want to be robbed of one of these great. I don't want no Riddick Bowe with this situation. Riddick Lennox. You know, I want this fight, man. So hopefully AJ can get as much confidence he can, get on a 3-fight knockout streak, whatever he need, you know, to get in there with Wilder, man. I think we need it. And, you know, like I said, man, Wilder's getting up. We have seen him lose. He's getting close to 40. I feel like this is around the time you should have more confidence and beat him. You know what I'm saying? But we know how we rocking over here, man. Wilder all day. And, you know, hopefully we get undisputed as well. You know, I know we ain't really talking about that, but we need that undisputed fight. We need a one face, one name. You know, hopefully Fury and Usyk get the job done and get that deal done. But according to Usyk, it's like Tyson Fury just talking about money. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, of course, you know, he did what he had to do at the heavyweight division. I mean, I think he earned that right to get as much money as he wants. But, you know, hopefully it's not the money that's going to hold this fight up and we can get an undisputed champion at heavyweight. But, yeah, man, that's all I got, man. And I'm about to end off like this, man. Wilder in 3. I know Andy will be coming forward. He's not going nowhere. He's coming forward all night. So, yeah, man, I'm going to put it out there. Wilder in 3, man. Yeah, that's my call.
Let's go, champ.
Screen share, fellas. So according to Salvador Rodriguez, the WBC eliminator between Wilder and Andy will take place in June. So, Danny, Juneteenth is right. You right. Will they make it Houston now? Where are they going to do it in June, Danny? Now we got a date.
Yeah, I like Houston, champ.
But that's 4 straight pay-per-views so far. Plant Benavidez, Tank Ryan, Earl Keefe, Wilder Ruiz.
No, we've been blessed that some of these fights are landing overseas, so they're not pay-per-views.
Lord. We going back to the phone lines.
Who next?
Big Balls Nino.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yep.
Yo, Nez, Danny, what's good?
What up?
Whole topic about Wilder and Joshua. I kind of feel bad for Wilder, man, because I feel like he gonna beat everybody in the heavyweight division. Like, I don't know about little Jared, but everybody else, I feel like he gonna beat him except Tyson. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of feel bad for him, because it's like that's the only guy he can't beat, and it's like that's the only guy standing in his way. Like, I don't think Joshua gonna beat Wilder. I don't think Ruiz gonna beat Wilder. I don't think Otto could beat Wilder. I don't think none. I don't think what's dude's name? I don't think Joseph Parker could beat him. I don't think none of them dudes could beat Wilder for real. That's why I'm like, that's why I kind of feel bad for dude, and he getting up there in his age anyway. So I feel like he just gonna beat Ruiz, and then or whoever he fight next. Hopefully it's Ruiz. He gonna knock him out. Then he gonna get a big payday fighting Tyson again for like the 4th time, and then he just gonna hang it up because it really ain't nobody left for Wilder. You know what I mean? Like he done knocked everybody off, and like I said with Anthony Joshua, I think people in this era, you know what I'm saying? This is Mayweather era where it's like as soon as you take a loss, they want to, you feel me, wash their hands with you like you done. But it's like when we was growing up, some of my favorite fighters had 3, 4, 5 losses, you know what I'm saying? And it's like they ain't get pushed to the side like how this generation is now, you know what I mean? Like they was talking about Rashidi, like he done, like he all the way at the bottom now and all that shit, like shit, it's just one loss, bro. You feel me? He'll be good. But and then it's like
a lot of people.
Wilder,
That's just how some people feel, though, champ.
Yeah, that's why I say it's like that Mayweather era where you know what I mean? Like shit, as soon as you take a loss, bro, it's over with. But I think Anthony Joshua, he still got some juice left in him. I want to see what he look like with Derek though. I think Derek gonna get him right. And I would like to see him. With Franklin, I think Anthony Joshua is just gonna knock Franklin out. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna knock him out, get his confidence back up. Man, he probably get in there with Deontay and then get knocked out and then just be done, dog. To be real, cause shit, I don't see Anthony beating Tyson or Wilder. Can't beat Usyk. You know what I mean? It's just these crop. You know what I'm saying? This crop of heavyweights, they on the way out. You know what I mean? It's time for the young boys to come up. So, like I said, if Tyson wasn't around, Deontay would be the biggest one out here. I don't think Usyk could beat Deontay either. I ain't say his name earlier, but I think
what about
Deontay
Joyce?
knock him out too. He's too deep. What you say?
What about Joyce?
Joyce?
Yeah, Joyce.
Like I said, bro, I don't think none of them dudes could beat Deontay, bro. I only think Tyson can. You know what I'm saying? And his best chance was the first one. Like, if I went back and watched the fight like about a year or two ago, and the count was a little long. So, but other than that, bro, Tyson's been whooping Deontay ass, bro. Like, it ain't even close. I don't even want to see that fight no more. But like I said, man, that's all I got on this call. I got Deontay over everybody in the heavyweight divisions. Not the young dudes, and Tyson, of course. But like I said, I kind of feel bad for him. But that's all I got on this call, man. If they do it in Atlanta, I'll be down there. But that's all I got.
All right. Big Gucci Nick, what up?
What up, man? Yo, shout out y'all, man. Y'all two kings. Ringwalk, Danny, CEO, and Ness. Y'all putting out some fire content, man. Everybody smash that like, man. Smash that thumbs up, too. You know what it is. Best podcast on the planet, pound for pound, man.
Appreciate you,
man.
Bro.
It ain't surprising that AJ, is fighting the tune-up. You gotta get back in the win column, man. To be honest with you, get that confidence back. You know what I mean? But in the back of my head, man, I'm kind of feeling like AJ might be the new Roy Jones, man. Like, never was really the same after that knockout. You know what I mean? Like that. Like he beat Ruiz after that knockout, but like he was never the same after that knockout, man. Like Roy was never the same for the rest of his career, man. I hope he get right with Derrick James, man, because like you can't keep losing at the top level, man. Can't keep losing at the top level. It wasn't even really losing at the top level, man. A lot of people are saying that was a cherry pick gone wrong for him with the Ruiz fight, man. But Wilder don't really got a fight right now, right? He don't got anything lined up. He said he said he ain't fighting Ruiz.
Nah, it's rumored Ruiz. Allegedly, he told reporter ES News that they're looking for venues.
Wilder, he's going through the IBF rankings, really, for opponents.
IBF?
He's fighting Ruiz.
Yeah, WBC mandatory.
Oh, okay. Man, he should be trying to fight Hrgovic, man. Hrgovic's number 1 in the IBF. I want to see him fight like a Hrgovic, man. One of them younger dudes on the rise, you know what I mean? I want to see him fight like a Frank Sanchez, maybe like a Tony Yoka.
I don't think Hrgovic is young no more.
Too, man. Yeah, and he kind of took a beating from Zhang too, man. Oh, dude, that would be a crazy fight, man.
He
Zhang
older
versus
though, right?
Wilder.
Probably like 32, 33, no?
Who, Hrgovic or Zhang?
Hrgovic. Let me see.
I don't know. I thought he was late 20s. I thought he was at least 30, man.
Let's see.
Late 20s, 30 maybe.
Yeah, he's 30 right now.
Who, Hrgovic?
Word. About 30.
Man, you got Martin Bacoli, number 6. You got Dillian White, number 10. Dempsey's fighting Joshua. He's number 11 in IBF. Man, you got Otto Wallin, man, number 12. What you talking about? You got Otto Wallin, Charles Martin, number 14. He got some top names to pick from, man. Let's see if he gets that Ruiz fight. I hope so. That's gonna be a crazy fight.
That's
I know
not
a lot
buying
of
it,
callers saying
champ.
they got
What?
Ruiz.
You don't think they got some top names?
Who?
You.
Who? But who?
Man, dude,
Outside
listen,
of the top of the
Zhang's
heavyweight.
top name.
Zhang, yeah, I
Outside
would
the
like to
top
see
heavyweight,
Zhang,
you got
AJ.
Zhang.
Why not? AJ could go to
Outside the
China
top
to fight
heavyweight,
Zhang.
You got Zhang. Yeah, you got Frank Sanchez. You got
I mean, if you're
What
gonna
you
throw
got in there, man?
Sanchez in there, you gotta throw a Jogba back in there and Jared Anderson. Because
I mean, you really
Sanchez
can't
beat
go off
a
the top rank,
Jogba,
though. Them-
and a Jogba just beat Stefan.
That's the thing, though, man. This whole thing with the cross the street and shit, man. Like, it's so hard for it. That's the fight we want to see. We want to see the Jogbas, the Frank Sanchez, but we can't really.
I mean,
can't
we've
really bank
seen
on those
that.
fights 'cause of promotion,
Sanchez
man.
beat a Jogba.
Yeah, but that was on the same side of the street, man. I'm saying. we
Nah,
gotta get these guys
that
to
was
fight
cross
Wilder,
promotion.
man.
That was on the Wilder Fury undercard.
Oh, where? I didn't know that.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, man. Yo, shout out y'all. That's my call, man. I ain't trying to hold y'all. Fire show, man. Y'all keep it up, man. Y'all doing a phenomenal job, for real. Like I said, everybody smash that like button, man.
Appreciate you. Michael Buffer, $2 or £2. He says, "Can't believe you can't see AJ is mentally done." We got James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama, $5 super chat says, "Francis trying to fight Dillian White in a 2-fight deal, 1 MMA, 1 boxing. Also, Johnny Rice is a level of opposition Wilder should get. The top 5 are too dangerous." This guy's terrible. Rada of the Storm.
You like that?
What, Johnny versus Wilder? Johnny don't even want that fight. Get out of here.
No.
I doubt it. Rada of the Storm, $5 super chat says, "Wilder fans are okay with Wilder versus Francis Ngannou fight, but poo-poo on Canelo for fighting Ryder. Make it make sense. Let's hear the excuses. Ruiz by 9th round KO." Yo, that is true. What's better, Ngannou or Ryder? Who's a better opponent?
Ngannou or Ryder for Canelo?
As an opponent, who's a better opponent?
For who?
For the fucking fighters they fighting. Obviously, Ryder's fighting Canelo and Wilder's fighting.
Oh, who's a better opponent? I mean, you gotta go Ngannou, man. He was a heavyweight champ. He's not that entertaining though.
Bro, how you gonna go a UFC dude who's never boxed over a boxer that's coming off the biggest wins of his career? You're tripping. James,
Because you asked me in a respective sport, so yeah, in a respective sport, John Ryder isn't posing as much of a threat to his opposition as Francis Ngannou was.
Oh wow, you think Ngannou poses a threat to Wilder?
Just carry on, yo.
James Benitez, $5 super chat says, "Ness." This guy's funny. He says, "So Ness, as a business, would you adjust the pay scale going forward after 75,000 pay-per-view buys, especially when it was lackluster? Win and 2 straight losses." Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not getting a mandatory minimum of $25 million anymore. But that's between him and Al. LV Slugger says Wilder can still fight White, if not Andy. I do not mind the White fight, but I don't know that that's an American pay-per-view. No one's ever used White in America. And even when Fury did they sell it to us?
What? Yes.
Oh, got him.
Surely did.
757 new caller. Who's this?
Yo.
Yo.
Y'all hear me?
Yes. What's your name?
All right. My name Michael.
All right, Michael, talk to us.
I'm from Norfolk. Yeah,
Norfolk?
Shout out Keyshawn. Yeah, Keyshawn Davis doing his thing out here, man. He's doing it for the city.
For sure.
But I'm gonna get straight to it, and I want to say that Wilder, he got to fight a guy like a Frank Sanchez if he wants a chance at the heavyweight title again. You got a guy like Usyk and Fury that are holding belts right now, and they real defensively sound, and they got a lot of things that these boxers in this generation today don't have when it comes to the experience in the ring and the instincts. A lot of these fighters don't trust their instincts at these heavyweight classes when they know one punch can end it. Now, I really don't know if I would favor Wilder in that fight.
In the Ruiz fight.
Are y'all there?
Yeah, we listen.
In a Frank Sanchez fight.
Oh, Sanchez.
All right. Yeah. So when he fought F.A. Jabba, or I really don't want to pronounce his name, butcher it, but I seen they was trying to do the thing at Top Rank where they was ODing that clip with a Hogba knocking the same guy out. They probably blew that shit like 10, 12 times in a month. And they was trying to hype him up to be a one-punch knockout like Wilder type of guy. And then he goes into an amateur Cuban guy like Frank Sanchez, and he can kind of pick that apart without looking like he's losing any sleep over it in training camp. So I think Sanchez comes into a Wilder fight as confident as he could be, probably as confident as he was in that FA fight. And I think he can make some noise, especially in them early rounds.
Gotta see can he even get that fight. You know, they gotta convince Wilder to take on an up and coming guy that presents nothing but danger, no reward, no
he ain't
belt.
Appealing.
Nothing.
He ain't even good looking.
He don't even got ticket sales. Like, I'm just saying, why would Wilder fight him when he could fight Joyce, Ruiz, you know, AJ?
I think so. A big thing that's been making Tank popular is that Tank's one of the most active fighters in boxing right now. The man hasn't really been stopping this role since that Leo Santa Cruz fight, and you can even argue before that when he was supposed to fight Abner Mares, that he's been on the run since then. And this has been like maybe 7, 8 fights now. But Tank's fighting every 3 or 4 months. That's what the draw is, because you can see across all these different types of promotions, styles make fights, and fighters are going to lose to fighters from other promotions, the same promotion. At the end of the day, it's about the style that's going to make the fight. I don't see, like, Wilder is one of the most hated boxers today, simply because he was bettered by a better man on the night twice. Fury, right? So if you give Wilder the opportunity to show that he can beat that type, I think it's more of a draw to the hardcore fan and anybody that really likes competition, because who's going to pay, like, sell a ticket for the Helenius fight? You only there for a couple minutes, and then, you know, you wasted gas, you wasted time almost, when you could have caught that on the TV at your home and been more comfortable. But it's the atmosphere of the fight and how long it lasts. Sometimes you could be at a fight and it could feel like you really there for multiple days, because multiple fights can feel like different events. I think that's the type of competition that they need to build. It's not necessarily building the names and the money of the fight, but you have to make it competitive in order for it to be a draw, because then you start seeing, you know, Fury versus Dillian White and Chisora, Wilder versus Helenius, Ruiz versus, you know, I love, what's his name? He's also Cuban. I can't think of his name.
Word. Well, appreciate the call, champ. We're going to get to some other callers.
All right.
Yeah, y'all get to the...
Lids Low, Decatur, Georgia.
TBV, what happening, man?
What up?
Man, everything kosher. Hey, Danny, what was that parlay this morning, man?
Man, I will never speak on that parlay live on this channel ever again.
I know, man. I just fucking with the champ. Hey, yeah, bring the Wilder fighting Ruiz to Atlanta. Let me tell you something there, and no disrespect to the Hispanic. There's plenty of Mexicanos here, man. What you talking? Man, you go up 285, 85, hit goddamn a beautiful house, man. Come on, bro. Anybody from Atlanta know what crack? Plenty of Mexicanos. Bring the fight. You know what I'm saying? Alabama can bring their ass. And we got plenty of Mexicans here. And the ones that want to come, cool beans too. And as far as him and Joshua, man, look, I don't care. I don't want nobody begging for no fight, bro. If he say the man don't want to fight him, that's just what it is. Keep it pushing. I know it ain't that many people who want to fight or whatever. Well, fine, who do want a damn fight. But in him speaking on that money situation, this shit ain't looking good for PBC, man. Now, that's a cash cow supposed to be one of them anyway, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if he coming out mentioning something, if he mentioning something ain't right, champ. Now, this man getting money. He doing good. He done built the whole little track in the yard. You know, he got a forest and everything. You know what I'm saying? So if a man saying he ain't getting paid, and let's not forget that the same thing Bronner said some time back. He said people wait months on end to get their money. So it seems like the shit's starting to come true. I ain't trying to be on no campaign to bash no PBC, but y'all know you got to pay motherfuckers. They getting in there getting punched they lights out. So you got to get them people they check. And I don't know what's going on with that, but fix that shit. That's why we need what? One entity. I know it ain't going to happen. Mauricio Suleiman even said it. I get it. But still, well, they niggas figure something out, man. We ain't going to have boxing no more. Motherfuckers can't get paid. They going to have to go over to MMA or something. That my call. Shout out. Damn, let me get that parlay. I'm just fucking with you. I'm out. Y'all stay up.
No, I'm gonna cover that one of these betting shows soon. Definitely going to cover that.
Yeah, man. Tonight, don't forget Caesar Francis on Pro Box. It's going down. We got Amin in Essex, New Jersey up next.
Yo, what up? What up, TBV? What's shaking?
What up, champ?
Yo, not much, man. Let me get right to it. It's crazy. Listen, boxing's a funny game, man. You know, Wilder, first that clip you put out there, talking about getting paid. It takes a while. So again, people got to respect the position of these fighters. You know what I'm saying? Where it's funny money sometimes, man. So the sacrifice that they make is very, very great. Now, talking about sacrifices, I think Anthony Joshua, for some reason, and I don't blame him, unless he's being brought in as an opponent and he's comfortable with that position, he needs to just sacrifice what's left of his career. I'm high on Anthony Joshua, but I think he just needs to sacrifice what's left of his career. And at this point, not fighting Deontay Wilder just looks absolutely crazy to me. I don't really care,
But what? He don't deserve a tune-up? I'm shocked. Like, what do you mean at this point? He got 2 losses. He deserves a tune-up like Wilder.
I mean, yeah, he could get a tune-up, but I mean, yeah, cool, give him a tune-up. But after the tune-up,
so why you got this energy? This is a tune-up, and guess what? Jermaine Franklin ain't his sparring partner.
Franklin ain't a tune-up though. You know what I'm saying?
So respect him.
And this is the thing. This is what I'm saying. He could get clipped against Jermaine Franklin. That's what I'm saying. What's left? He shouldn't think, you know what I mean? Jermaine Franklin is no tune-up. He needs to avoid that and just put it all on the line. He playing, man. He playing. That's why I say that.
I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked the other dude. So you don't think that Derrick James approved this opponent?
Of course he did.
All right. So we ain't got nothing to worry about.
Listen, I done see Buddy McGirt and a lot of different trainers be with fighters, and I'm not saying anybody's just there for the check. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, it's tickets to London. He might have got a package for the wife. You know what I mean? Something for the kids, extra pound. It's a lot of incentive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that his heart isn't in it and nothing like that, man. But come on, man. Come on. I'm being real with you, Lord.
I hear you.
All right, man. That's my call, man.
All right. I got Leonard Sterling with a £5 super chat. He says that was a Alan Dawson sports article. The PBC promoter, Stephen Espinoza. Bro, Espinoza is not a promoter. He's a Showtime executive of sports. But he says Stephen Espinoza said Wilder versus Ruiz could happen in June. That looks like we got to all our callers. Nest GTO.
Instagram and Twitter.
If
Ringwalk Danny.
Haven't already, hit that thumbs up.
Oh,
don't forget to do so.
I keep thinking today is Thursday. Why do I keep thinking that?
I don't know. It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. But shout out to Foodie Fit for keeping not only myself fit, but Danny extremely fit.
Yo, let me tell you guys something. I got this jersey. This is a Neymar PSG 2018-2019 jersey. Bought it when I was in the desert the first time, bro. I have never been able to wear this. Like, I've never been able to fit this. Like, today was the first time I've ever put it.
So that shirt's been in your closet 5 years.
I've never even tried it on. Never even tried it on. I bought this.
When you bought it, what size were you?
Probably like a extra large. I was probably an extra large at the time. And I've never not been an extra large since. Till obviously recently. So the other jersey, you've seen me wear like that kind of, it's not like really pink. It's kind of.
So the producers in the bubble were really taken with that jersey. How exclusive is it?
No, I mean this legit, and you know soccer jerseys they constantly change, but this is a legit. I mean this was a 250, 275.
So had you not wore it, you think it went up in price?
I don't know. I don't know. But I personally liked it. Different colors, the stripe with the stripes kind of going, it's different. Kind of liked it. And I like Neymar, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to rock out. And yeah, bro, I've never even been able to try it on till today. Same with that other jersey that you've seen me wear. That one's a custom that I never was able to try on or wear till I think probably the first time I wore it was like a month ago.
Oh, man, shout out to Foodie Fit. Credit to them. I'm going to have their delicious fish tacos this evening. So definitely check out Foodie Fit if you're here in Las Vegas. If you're a fighter cutting weight, you should definitely get with them.
I got the Cubano bowl.
That's right.
I was thinking about what I was having for dinner. Yo, Louis, send me an Arsenal shirt. I'm a large now for sure. Okay. I'm for sure a large. Send me an Arsenal jersey. I love soccer jerseys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a jersey guy. Like not a New Jersey guy, but I'm definitely a jersey guy.
Yo, remember I told you I met somebody from Minnesota? Why the first thing he said was, yo, so is it really like that movie New Jersey Drive? I'm like, yeah, fams. If you got a Hellcat, it ain't gonna make it through the night.
Damn.
No, sir. Trackhawk is gone. You can't have it. Not in the city. Speaking of the city, I'm about to get up out of here. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, NestGTO. I'm about to stop over at Jardín and get the Fuego because they got over 130 flavors. And I think I want something legacy strains like some Pineapple Express and some White Widow.
Yo, Louis, for sure, champ. You give me a jersey. Yo, I rock all jerseys. I have a Scotland jersey. And that was from losing a bet on my Mexican brother, Jose Ramirez, when he fought Josh Taylor. So definitely, I have all kinds of jerseys. Bro, let me tell you, I can't find it, and it's sad. But my barber in Afghanistan, when I had here, he gave me his favorite cricket team's jersey.
Shout out to World Combat Sports that says, looking upbeat with the weight loss. Danny, good work.
Appreciate it, champ.
Yes, sir. Catch us on the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, mañana, 6 a.m. Peace.
Arrivederci.